Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Syracuse Orange, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Texas A&M's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Syracuse right back at it. Snap from the gun on third down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
How about that? That's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. Second and goal now, they get the big stop.
He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Firing to the right, complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
It's complete. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Aggies have it with a first and goal. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Throws to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Browning. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Browning. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shaw. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fires to the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now backed up in their own end. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for room. It's off. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that...
Trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to swing it on second down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels and you got that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get at anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense. Not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
Fires one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Keeps it on the bootleg. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it at the 30, still running. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design. Get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Using his legs, it's Shaw. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Syracuse right back at it. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Back to pass on second down. Got the quick pass. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Wants to throw on third. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Gives it on the option. Running into the open space.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The give on the option. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option. The give. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. On target over the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. He wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Aggie. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive way to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Quarterback on the keeper. Can't get him to the ground. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
They're dealing with a second and long. Caught behind the line. It's Browning. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Got his man downfield. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's quick. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left. Looking for the end zone here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And on 4th down, they'll come up and take the knee. We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. They'll send the back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Orange, after the explosive play, might go right back to the ground. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and lead the clock.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Browning. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team